personal interest in it that changed my view of the whole thing. And that is, according to Thomas Jefferson, the decisive battle that changed the course of the Revolutionary War was at Kings Mountain. When we bought the orchard, I had no idea about Kings Mountain. I was born in Indiana. I didn't know anything about the Revolutionary War in the South. I started learning about it after we bought the orchard. First year, I was sitting on the front deck hoping someone would come and we could sell some apples. Someone came marching down the road, 18 someones, but they weren't after apples. They were armed. They were carrying long rifles over their shoulders. They were dressed funny, kind of like this. Dressed like 1780. They were volunteers going to a fight. They had packed enough food in their saddlebags for 10 days, or rather a week. And they planned either to be back home victorious in a week or be dead. They were going to fight the toughest army in the world at the time, the British Army. And they were doing it not because they wanted to change the outcome of the Revolutionary War. They did it because they were defending their homes against a threat that had been made by the British commander, Major Patrick Ferguson. He threatened to come across the mountain, hang their leaders, burn their land, and drive them out of the land that the king had told them was not for them to live in. Well, turned out bad for the king. The battle ended when a 62-year-old man named Robert Young shot the British commander, Major Patrick Ferguson, at Kings Mountain. He shot Ferguson with a rifle he called the same nickname he called his wife. Sweet Lips. I learned the story and I love to tell it. I was born in Indiana, but all my kinfolk came from East Tennessee, or what is now East Tennessee. I went to a family reunion and was sort of bragging about knowing a little about the Revolutionary War in the South. An aunt of mine began to frown. When I finished the story, she interrupted me and she said, "Lordy, child, don't you know anything? You are telling a story about your own great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Robert Young, the man that fired the shot that ended the battle that Thomas Jefferson said changed the course of the Revolutionary War, was my fifth great-grandfather, and he came right down the road there. And Sweet Lips Mary was my fifth great-grandmother, and Sweet Lips the rifle hangs in the State Museum of Tennessee." And so, that battle, the turning point in the American Revolutionary War, led, after a year or two, to the Declaration of Independence.